Hello, my little world builders. We are back once again with Inkarnate. I am trying to finish up the town, but I believe this is going to take a few episodes to do because I like adding a little more details to every map until it goes fine. There's been multiple times where I thought hey, I'm done with this map, and then like 2-3 days later, I'll pop it open. And I'm like, I can do better. I'll add a little bit more to it. Sometimes it goes good, sometimes it goes bad. Most of the time, I think it ends up looking a lot better. So it took me a while to decide what kind of name this town's going to be. I decided to name it Ashborne because I want the forested area surrounding the town to be ash trees. I think they're called ash trees. I don't know if there's like specific ones. You know what? I'm being unprofessional, but let's Google it. Ash tree. Yeah, these are exactly the type of trees I want it to be. Yeah, these are nice. Alright, so you have black ash, you have green ash, white ash, European ash. I think that's a good idea. We're going to keep it with ash. Ashbourne. So these are going to be ash trees. I will be adding some diversity to the trees. I don't really like the big like open green like field of leaves. It looks too bland to me. I need to add texture or color or give it something. It's too bland for me. So I'll be going back and I'll be changing that later on, but I'll do that in the next episode. Right now, I am working with a field inside the town. I'm not entirely sure why you would put a fence around a field inside of a walled-in town. I don't know if that makes sense or if they actually did that, but I don't know, maybe to keep like animals out. I don't know, but there's a big open area right there in the front so they can still get in. I have no idea. So what you see me here doing right now is I'm adding barrels, adding like haystacks. So if you're ever building a town and it feels empty, like they need more details, this is definitely something I would suggest doing. You add barrels, you add crates, and you like add them right here, like in the little corners around the houses, because houses need supplies, and you don't really keep everything inside the house. So having stuff inside these crates, inside these barrels around the houses really add like extra dimension, extra detail. Because I mean, look at that. I mean, that looks really good, right? Oh, I need to take a drink of water. I'm not gonna lie, this is my third time recording this video. The first time I recorded, garbage. My chair kept squeaking. The second time around, I got too into my head, I guess, and I started rambling on about why I don't talk very well. And then I went back and I re-listened to it. I'm like, no one wants to hear that crap. No one wants to hear me blabbing on about why I'm such a bad speaker. But now with third video, I think I'm doing a lot better. Or this third take, I'm doing a lot better. But problem is now my throat is all scratchy and I have to keep going to drink water. I don't talk a lot by myself. When I play games with my friends, I still don't talk a lot, but I will respond to them occasionally. I'm just a quiet person. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just who I am. Currently, what I am doing, I am looking for a centerpiece to Ashbourne. It needed something. I still don't know if like the finished product is good, so what I'm looking for is maybe like rocks or a statue, maybe. if you notice on a lot of my other maps, I don't know if you actually follow me or whatever, I use a lot of these crystals in my town because in my world, these crystals are a sign of maybe affluence. Uh, I mean, there are, I mean, they're used for magical means for tools, but a lot of people who have a lot of money use these crystals as like decorations or like a sign of their, I don't know what you would call it, like their stature, their status. Like, hey, we're so rich we have these giant red crystals in our house or outside in our garden. Look how amazing we are. See here, this is what I was talking about. Here's the rocks. I'm trying to create like a centerpiece of the town, but I didn't like the way the rocks looked. It didn't. In my head, it looked good, but with the assets that are given to me, it didn't fit right. And this isn't a rocky area, so having like a big pile of jutting rocks didn't make sense to me. So yes, I did end up going with the statue for this because it's better this way. These people who live out in this town, this little community in the middle of the forest, I think this is going to be a small community, and they are all run underneath a guild. These are going to be craftsmen. These are frontiersmen, if you will, individuals who went out into the wilderness. They're lumberjacks. They work with in lumber mills. They're carpenters. They're craftsmen. So like they're right next to. They're not right next to, but they're fairly close to the main town of where my campaign is set, which is Wharton, which is right next to. Wharton is like on both sides of this big river, which is a big hub for commerce because people take their supplies to this river and they have a huge dock and they travel up and down this river to for I guess you would say to sell their supplies or their products. So that's the means of these people. They live in this area. They cut down the trees. They tend to the trees. They regrow the trees because if you keep chopping down trees, there's nothing going to be there. So this guild that I am creating for this small community, what they do is they live out here, they cut down the trees, and they use this lumber to create furniture, to build houses in the area. And yeah, so this is going to be under one guild. I haven't created the name of the guild yet. I'll think of one later on. I don't have a guild leader or anything just yet either. My voice is getting a little raspy here. Alright, my little world builders, that will be it for me for now. The video, it will still continue, but I won't be talking over it. My voice is getting a little raspy and scratchy, so I'm just gonna sign off, and I got other things I gotta do. I got other videos I gotta edit and whatnot. So enjoy the rest of this video, and I will see you in the next one.